about writing an introduction and conclusion. So since we are writing our writing assessment, we are going to be writing more paragraphs and essays. I need you guys to learn what an introduction is and conclusion. Because some of you guys said you guys didn't know what it was, okay?
Okay.
So first, we're going to learn, you guys should know because we've been working on it when we were doing the meteorologist one, what is the basic part of a paragraph. Who could tell me what is the first part of a paragraph? What do we write in the beginning? Yes, Kylie? The topic sentence. And what is the topic sentence?
Paragraph.
Okay, so it's what you're going to talk about in the paragraph. So it has what? Your...
It's like a simple sentence, but not with details. It's like a sentence that you want to tell them what happened.
What happens? Should the topic sentence have your main idea or details?
Main idea.
The main idea. Okay, class, do we put details in the topic sentence?
No.
No. Okay, someone raise your hand and tell me what goes after the topic sentence. Nixon?
The actual body of the paragraph.
Okay, what is in the body of the paragraph?
That's where you add in all of the details that go along with the topic sentence.
Yeah, so that's you're introducing your reader to what you're going to be talking about throughout the essay, right? So you list your points. And then what goes at the end of that paragraph? Yes, Kimberly?
The conclusion.
What's the conclusion?
Something to just end off, end it.
So you end your thought. You're restating what you listed in your topic sentence. Remember how when we were doing that little paragraph, we just rewrote the topic sentence in a different way?
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing. We're the ending sentence. Okay, so this one is going to be a little video that's going to talk about the introduction, but an introduction paragraph. So we learned before this one, we learned about the introduction in one paragraph. Now we're going to learn about it, what it is in a separate paragraph, okay? So the sentence has an introduction, 3 body paragraphs, and then what's at the end? What goes at the end of the sentence? What is that last paragraph called?
Period.
No. The conclusion. So that's what we're going to learn, okay? Okay.
I'm writing an information book about computers. I've already made a plan for my writing, and now I'm ready to start writing an introduction. An introduction is the very first part of my writing. Authors write introductions to hook the reader. I want people to be interested in my book. Authors also use introductions to tell the reader what they will learn by reading the book. That way, they can decide if the right book for them. My introduction will start with a hook. One way to hook a reader is to tell a surprising fact about your topic. Another way to hook a reader is to start by asking a question. I'm going to write my book by using both. My book is all about computers. I'm going to hook the reader by asking, did you know that there are about 2 billion computers in the world? This surprising fact will make people interested to read my book. Next, I will introduce my topic. I need to think about why people should read my book and what they will be learning by reading my book. I will write, you will probably use computers your whole life, so it is important to learn all about them. Read this book to learn about kinds of computers, parts of computers, and what computers can do. Now, my introduction is finished. I'm ready to start writing facts about me.
Okay. So for the introduction, what was the first thing that she said that we needed? Yes, Savannah?
To hook our readers.
Okay, the hook. And what was the hook?
To ask them a question or
That's a good example.
a fun fact. Like, did you know that there are 12 billion types of computers in the world?
Okay, that's the example that she gave. Yeah, so the hook, we are using the hook to grab the reader's attention, right? So like Savannah said, we could write an interesting fact. So remember when we're doing the natural disasters, we could write something like, did you know that floods are the most common natural disaster? Right, that's a question and an interesting fact together. So for the hook, we could start with the question, we could state an interesting fact, or we could just state the topic, okay? So you guys have options for the hook. What goes after the hook in the introduction paragraph? What does she say that we write? You guys remember what we list? We list the three main ideas, right? So the three main ideas that you're going to talk about, each main idea is going to be one separate paragraph, one separate body paragraph. Okay, so each idea represents one of your body paragraphs. And at the end of that, we're going to write an ending sentence, which is just going to engage our reader. What does engage mean? What does engage mean, you guys? To keep the reader interested, right? You want to keep the reader interested in what you're writing. So you have to make it interesting. If not, they're not going to want to finish reading your essay, right? Okay. So now let's see what's next. Okay. So this is basically, this is a simple outline of our essay. So to begin, just like we talked about, we're going to start with our introduction, which has our hook, which is an attention grabber. You want to grab the attention of your reader. You follow it by your supporting ideas and what you state those ideas. Those ideas, you're then going to explain each idea more in depth, which means you're going to explain it more. You're going to provide examples in each body paragraph. And you're going to end it with a conclusion. We're going to learn a little bit more about the conclusion later on. Okay, can someone read what we're going to do? Write the hook for the introduction paragraph. Can someone write those little sentences? Yes, Savannah, read those sentences.
Floods occur when an overflow of water submerges dry land. Floods are often caused by heavy rainfall. They can last a few days. There are many ways of protecting ourselves during floods. Floods are one of the most destructive natural disasters.
Okay, so those are the 4 sentences for a paragraph. So your job and what I need you guys to do, Sebastian, what I need you guys to do is write the hook for that paragraph. So remember, the hook goes where? In the beginning, okay? So everyone write your hook for this paragraph. Okay? I'm going to give you guys about 2 minutes. What should it be? Look at the chart right here. The little poster. You have 3 options to start your hook with.
What's a hook? Question.
You have a question, Mia? You can start with a question. Within your plot, okay?
And then give the next step. There are many types of computers, and you can use them to do a lot of cool things. To learn more, check out these other books about computers.
Okay, so she said after you write your closing sentence, which you're restating your topic sentence from the hook from paragraph 1, the next thing you do is a next step. So after you're restating, I would first list your 3 main points, which again are the same points that you listed in the introduction. I would keep them in the same order. So if you are talking about 1 point, keep that same point, all the points in the same order, but write them differently. So you're not going to copy and paste the same sentence, okay? You're going to write it differently. So think about it, how can I write it differently, but it still has the same meaning. After that, that's when she said you do the next step. So the next step, you can do a plan of action or a call of action. Polina, log into the new part. Okay, which means what can you tell your reader to do? So if they want to be an astronaut, what do they have to do?
Yeah,
They have to
Yes,
do a
they
lot of years.
They have to go to school, right? So that would be the call to action. If you want to be an astronaut, you have to do a lot of schooling, right? You have to go to university. Or you can tell them, why is it important? Why is it important for them to read your essay? What are they going to learn from it? Okay? So keep that in mind.
Over there.
Because you have to do an activity right
Over
after.
here. So next to Daisy.
Okay, so look at your screen. So you are going to write a concluding sentence for the conclusion paragraph that is listed. If you just walked in, please log into the near pause. Davina, please go to the back table because I don't have your permission slip. Okay? Because your parents have known I need you to go back here. Okay, it says, did you know that floods are the #1 most common natural disaster? So that is the hook.
What do we do?
Floods occur when an overflow of water submerges dry land. Floods are often caused by heavy rainfall. They can last a few days. There are many ways of protecting ourselves from floods. So now your job is to write that concluding sentence. Okay? Mm-hmm.
You can't do it yet. Go to teacher.
I think you have to go to teacher.
Ready?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, you guys only have 3 minutes, okay? So stay on task. It is time. It's a 3-minute one. You're writing the concluding sentence, Jonathan. Open up your earphone. Yes, the concluding sentence for the conclusion. So the last sentence.
Josh, it's not going to start with did you know. This is the very last sentence.
So read the what is listed there so that you know how you should do it. Davina, you don't have to put a nickname, so you can just skip that part.
Oh, Davina, you're supposed to be at the back table. We don't have your permission slip.
You can sit in the chair.
This is the very last sentence.
So right here, read the whole column, okay? And then you're gonna write your sentence. The last sentence I will put here. You're finishing, you're concluding the paragraph. That's your last sentence for the essay. What can you write? What do you want to tell the reader?
Other natural disasters.
How?
Oh, I know.
Yes. Now. Good job.
A kind of rare. How do you say folk?
No emojis.
Don't forget to capitalize.
Oh, I
your
see you starting
sentences.
the transition there.
Why are we here?
You shared it out, so they can't type anymore when you press share. So you have to press the button again to say unshare.
Give me like a second. No, we do
Go
this.
back. Go, there is. Go back. You're right here. The very last sentence. Maybe a call to action. Why it's important. A wish
How do you
for
spell
the
natural?
future.
Natural. I want to spell natural disaster. There's the word natural right there.
Jonathan, we're not ready for your letter.
Oh, good job. I see a transition
How
word.
do I do? I need to put a space. How do you spell?
I think that's a good detail sentence for somewhere.
Olivia,
Yeah, good.
you put blood instead of sweat, okay? Make sure you review Jackson, that is a very good one. As you can see, floods are very dangerous. and to get away from them without getting hurt. So you do have to get away from them.
What about mine?
Micah, in conclusion, floods are a common natural disaster. Great job, Micah.
I see a lot of
Savannah,
transitions.
so what did we learn? Well, we learned about how floods form and what they are.
I was gonna write, if you want to learn more, here's some more books.
Okay, so you're gonna give them a list of how to further it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where'd you get that?
Azariah, finally, floods can be very dangerous. Sebastian and Robert, eyes on the screen. Kylie, in conclusion, did you know that floods can be very dangerous? Good job. Remember, we're gonna use inside voice if you guys wanna play this one, okay?
Just choose at the top which theme you want for it.
I did not. I said beach. There's a penguin right here. So there's a penguin.
Introductions are used when? In the beginning, in the middle, or in the end?
Oh yeah.
Hooking the reader means, and pay attention, it says choose all that apply.
Means that there's more
Getting
than
the
one.
reader distracted from your main idea, getting the reader's attention.
It says getting the readers distracted from the main idea. Do you want to distract your reader? That was tricky. We don't want to distract our reader.
No, 16. Yes.
I clicked this one at last minute because it
True or false? You can ask a question as part of your book. Don't say the answer, just click it so that your friends have the chance to do.
I got it right.
That was it was true. You could ask a question. What format should we have for an essay? So remember when we had the
Conclusion, 3 body paragraphs, introduction, or introduction, 2 body. Doesn't it always start with an introduction? You don't start with the conclusion. The introduction first.
This is a good question because this is what you guys need to follow. Please summarize in which paragraph?
Make sure you read all the answers. Some people are clicking before they have read all the answers. You gotta read the answers first or listen.
Okay, the last question. You guys, this is the last question. In the conclusion, what is a question you should ask yourself when writing it?
They say fair. That's why I didn't say nothing about that though. Azariah. Wait, Azariah's a penguin? Yeah. No, it's in Nixon in Brooklyn. That's